Hello everyone, today we'll cover what to do after installing Windows 10 or 11, essential steps to get the best performance from your operating system. And the first step, of course, is to install updates and drivers. Make sure that you install all the available updates, especially with Windows 11, since it's still a new operating system. With every new update, you get the latest stable version and the best possible performance from your computer, and getting the latest updates will make sure that you are more secure and fix any bugs or problems. Also install optional updates to make sure that all your hardware is updated, but keep in mind that installing the latest drivers from the official websites is always recommended. For example, for your GPU, you can visit the GPU manufacturer. For your motherboard, you can check any available drivers for the motherboard you have on your computer. This is an essential step that you should do after installing the operating system. And the next one is to test stability. With the latest drivers installed, make sure that you're getting the best possible performance from your hardware. You can enable XMP profile if your memory is not running at the maximum speed. And if you have a high refresh rate monitor, make sure that you enable the monitor refresh rate from the settings menu. And if you're using a new PC, test your hardware to make sure that everything is running okay. You can use Cinebench for your CPU, Unigine Heaven for the GPU, Memtest for memory, and Crystal Disk for your hard drives and SSDs. And to monitor and check the performance and temperatures, you can use MSI Afterburner or Hardware Info. All the links will be in the description below. The next step is to remove unnecessary programs. Once you're done with your performance check, there are a lot of default apps in Windows that you don't need. So you can remove the ones that you don't need and disable all the unnecessary apps from running in the background. Overall, clean the bloatware that comes with Windows to get the best possible performance and to prevent any unnecessary programs from using your system resources. The next step is security. Windows Defender is a great option. You can rely on it as your main antivirus software, but make sure to enable ransomware protection to increase the level of security. But if you can use a more powerful antivirus software like Malwarebytes Anti-Malware by Defender or Kaspersky. These are paid programs but more powerful than the default Windows Defender. In general, make sure that you are protected before installing anything on your computer. The next step is privacy. There are a lot of settings and data collection options built into Windows. If you care about your privacy, this is an important step. To select what could be shared with Microsoft. This is essential to prevent tracking and to have a private experience. Luckily, I made a video about Windows privacy settings with more details. Check the link in the description. The video is for Windows 11, but the steps are similar for Windows 10 users. You can also use Shutup 10 to quickly disable all privacy related settings on Windows. The next step is optimization. To optimize Windows for the best possible performance, cleaning bloatware is the first step as we covered, but there are other steps that you can take. I previously made a video about Windows optimization for optimal performance. You can check that video if you are interested. The next step is default apps. Install your preferred software. There are some essential ones that you should install like DirectX, Visual CC, and Net Framework. But usually installing the latest updates, you won't need to worry about these apps. You can use Nanite to install most of your programs from one location, which will make the process a lot easier. But in general, install any essential and necessary softwares for you. For some recommendations, I previously made videos about the best audio players and video players and Microsoft Office free alternatives if you are interested. And the next step, of course, is customization. Despite the limited customization options in Windows 11, you can still customize the operating system, and you should customize the taskbar, start menu, and of course change the theme, color, enable transparency, and even customize the lock screen. But if you are using Windows 10, the customization options are a lot better. but in general get the best look you want from your operating system. The next recommended step is creating a local account and using it as your default to control access to your files and not letting Microsoft have access to all your files in your computer. And if you prefer using a password or facial recognition, or you can log in without a password, whatever you prefer, change the sign-in options however you prefer. The next step is to clean up Windows Old. If you upgraded from a different version of Windows, make sure that you clean the Windows Old folder, which contains all the files from the previous version of Windows. But before, check if there are any files you need. Then you can clean the Windows Old folder to save more space. You may also find some temporary update files that Windows keep after installing updates. In general, clean all the unnecessary files, especially if you have a limited storage space in your C drive like me. And the final step is to back up everything. If the operating system is running well, if you're getting the optimal performance from your operating system, then you can create a system restore point. It will be easier to get back to the state where everything was running well. So back up your most important files to an external hard drive or a cloud service and create a restore point. If you face any problems with your operating system, you can always restore to the state where everything was running perfectly well. And if there are any personal passwords or personal files on your computer, make sure that you use any tool to encrypt those files. Following these steps will give you the best performance and you will be good to go to use and enjoy your operating system. Hopefully you'll find this information useful. Like and subscribe. Until next time, bye.